Welcome to the third video in this Hangout Blaster product, and it's called the Nitty Gritty. So Nitty Gritty is a bit of an Aussie term that means getting stuck into the meat and potatoes of what it's all about. So the Nitty Gritty, meat and potatoes, same thing. Now the ranking process starts with the creation of the Web 2.0 accounts. So the first thing you need to do is go over and set up these 2 or 3 Web 2.0 accounts. Our suggestion is to use at least 2 of any of the following, and they're WordPress, LiveJournal and Blogger. Now with WordPress, make sure you set it up on wordpress.com, as what we need to do is we actually need to do the existing page rank of wordpress.com properties, and this will help push along our SEO efforts and our ranking efforts. And a note here, make sure you keep your logins and passwords for the accounts you set up in a safe place so you can get access to them quickly and easily. A lot of people create accounts and then don't recall where they were put, or don't place them in a logical or easy accessible spot. So make sure you do that, please. Next, you need to set up and confirm at least 10 to 12 social bookmarking accounts, as once the core web properties are set up, we will need to ensure that Google has more chances to find us online. And that's what the social bookmarking aspect's all about, is assisting us to be found online, but not overdoing that process so that Google then starts to penalise us. Now these social bookmarking accounts can be any of the following. Now by following, I'll show you an image below that you can go to each of these accounts and set up a very short message about each of the URLs in the URL group. Now just a note here on the URL group. The URL group I'm talking about is the 2 or 3 Web 2.0 properties, your money site if you have one, the Hangout URL that you'll get when you set up the Hangout process, and then an amended YouTube URL, which I'll go through it, a little bit later on, so you can be fairly clear on that, and I'll actually give you an example at that time. Now, as an example, the social bookmarking accounts can come from some of the ones shown here, and they're just in the image below, so I'll go to that now. As you can see, there's quite a few options available in the image. You can use any or all of those. As I say, we suggest probably using 10 or 12, and that should be sufficient. So, and there also are other social bookmarking accounts that you could choose as alternates, but try and make sure that they have a page rank profile, if you like, of at least 6. So anyway, I'll just go to the next slide so we can see where we can take you next. The next step after you've done all the social bookmarking process and setting up those accounts is you now need to create a single article of 400 to 500 words. It needs to be about the topic, niche, keyword, so that we can use it as a basis for the content on the Web 2.0 properties. So that's on the Web 2.0 properties we set up previously. That be them WordPress, LiveJournal or Blogger. This is the information that will go on those. If you have access to an article spinner, it'd be easier for you to create different versions of your original article. And if not, we use Spin Rewriter to do that, and you can get a free 3-day trial by clicking on the link or going back into the previous video for the URL that we put there. Now once you have the Web 2.0 account set up, the social bookmarking account set up, and the article created, you need to ensure that you have one unique version of the article for each of the 2 or 3 Web 2.0 properties. So it'll be 3 if you've set 3 up, it'll be 2 if you've set 2 up. And as mentioned, the easiest way to ensure you have uniqueness is to run the article through a quality article spinner, as mentioned above. The next process is the longest and most drawn out, as you need to find the core information from the top 10 videos that have been uploaded to YouTube on your topic, niche or keyword. It is in our view the most important part of the initial process used to get the Hangouts and video ranked, and is to focus on what is ranking for the top niche keyword currently and doing the correct analysis to see if you can rank easily or if it's more difficult than you understood it to be. There are two main ways to do this, and I'll just go through those with you now. Method 1, the first thing you need to do is go to YouTube and type the topic niche keyword into the search box and click search. Then once some videos come up, go to the first video and open it so you're on the page for that video only. You can then go down to the body of the page just below the video and right click with your mouse and you'll see a list of options. Click on the one that says view page source. Then scroll down until you'll see the area where they have the keywords, i.e. meta name equals keywords content equals. So what you'll see there is that just after that you'll find the keywords that apply to that specific video. Save that keyword information into a notepad on your computer, as well as the information listed for both the title and the description that is also shown. Now these two additional items will be directly above the keywords. They'll also have the word meta name, and it will be title, and the other one will be description. It'll also have content equals, so they'll be pretty easy to find once you do that. And once you've done that, repeat the process for the next 9 videos that are directly underneath the initial video and do them in ranking order. Now the other thing is to make sure you compile each part of this video information into a text document with all of the keywords under one main heading, all the descriptions under another heading, and all the titles under a third heading, as you'll need to use these later on. Method 2 to do this is to use a tool that we use almost every day. Now I've provided a link there for you to go and have a look, and it does this process in less than probably about a minute, and that saves us a ton of time. Now opinion is time's money, and because it saves us a ton of time and the information is instantly usable and very accurate, plus the software also gives us prompts to make sure we're on the right path, that's why we use it. Call it lazy if you like, but remember, time is money. So now that you have your 2 different types of accounts set up, the Web 2.0 accounts and the bookmarking accounts, your spin ready article done, and your topic, niche or keyword research done, it's time to show you the process we use to put it all together. The basics of this is we set up Gmail, Google+, and then go to YouTube to set up the Hangout instead of doing it directly through the Hangouts area. This gives us greater control over the ranking process, as it allows us to add all of the core SEO info into the YouTube part. It also avoids most of the potential confusion that is found in the normal Hangout process. Plus it means that we do not have to actually add in external Gmail addresses to send a Hangout to anyone else to actually start that process. This is a real pain in our view, so why not avoid it? The other thing we do is by doing this process this way, we actually also create the core video SEO information first by adding in the content we gathered from the 10 ranking videos, or again simply using the other much faster and easier process that we showed you at the link. The whole process is about it doing less to get more and is not reliant on massive backlinking at all, but rather structured and controlled backlinking. It is also about doing what Google wants by creating the type of links or signals from web properties that have a decent page rank and are well regarded by Google. That is why we use a number of social bookmarking accounts, and also why we use 2 to 3 Web 2.0 accounts too. We trade off the strength of the core Google accounts, Gmail, Google+, Hangouts and YouTube, and the accepted value of the embed code being spread across the ability to dictate what SEO information is added into the YouTube video before the Hangout is even done. What this does is it triggers a more instant respect from Google once the Hangout is completed, rather than having to redo the information and holding up your rankings up for a potentially an indefinite period, or causing them not to rank at all. We'll then go through the process of doing the initial Hangout structure via YouTube, and as this is more able to be fully explained by showing you the video, will be used following. This information will be done by video. Sorry about that garble there, but when you've been talking all day, that's what happens sometimes. But what we'll do now is we'll stop this video here, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.